Hello students, today we are going to discuss coordination in plants. There are two modes of control and coordination in living beings. First is the release of chemicals, that is the hormone, and second the nervous system. So animal have a nervous system and also they have a capacity to secrete hormone. So animals have both the system, but plants do not have a nervous system, so they use the chemical system. That means they use the capacity to secrete certain hormones to develop or for the movement of the plant. So hormones we have discussed in the previous classes, but just for the revision I am repeating again. So the hormone is also called as phytohormones. The hormones mainly help in the growth of the plant, the growth, the movement of the plant. So we have discussed about 5 types of hormone. First, it is the auxin, second, gibberellin, third, cytokinin, fourth, abscisic acid, and in the fifth, ethylene. Mainly these hormones helped in the germination of seed, or either it can be helping in the growth of the root, stem and leaves, or it can help in the movement of stomata. Sometimes it help in ripening of fruit, or it can be helped in flowering in plants. So these are the hormones which will help in the control and coordination in the plants. These hormones will be helping the plant for the movement or either the growth of the plant. Now coming to the movement in plants. So plant movements is divided into two types. First, it is the tropic movement, and second, it is the nestic movement. You can see here in the photo, tropic movement is also called as directional movement, and nestic movement is also called as non-directional. So by the name which itself we can differentiate what is tropic movement and what is nestic movements. So let's start discussing. Tropic movement or directional movement occurs in the direction of the stimulus. Okay, it will move towards a light, towards water, or towards soil. And non-directional or nestic movement means they have no growth movement, they are independent. Tropic movement is classified into 5 different types of movement. First is the phototropism, second geotropism, third chemotropism, fourth hydrotropism, and fifth is the stigmotropism. And nestic movement is differentiated into 2 types of movement. First, it is the sesamonesty, and second is the nyctinesty. So these are the types of movement. Now we are going to study in details about the different types of movement. So first, in the tropic movement, phototropism. What is phototropism? Photo means light and tropism means movement, okay, turning. So it will, phototropism is the growth of the plant in response to light. So where the light will be coming, the plant will be moving towards the light, it will bend towards the light. Second is the geotropism. You see in the photo, geotropism is the movement of the plant in response to gravity. Either it moves towards upward or it moves towards downward. So the upper part, you see, the upper part of the leaf is moving towards the up direction and the root portion is going to the downward direction. So this is called as geotropism. Geo means long and tropism means turning. So it will make a long turning in the upward direction and the lower direction. Third is the hydrotropism. So by the name, hydro means water and tropism means turning. So hydrotropism is a growth response in which direction is determined by the stimulus of water. That means if the plant will be moving towards the water. For example, roots grow towards the source of water. Mainly the roots will be growing near the water area. Fourth is the chemotropism. Chemo means chemicals, means hormones, and tropism means turning. So chemotropism is a growth movement of a plant part in stimulus of chemical stimulus. Okay. For example, you can see the growth of the pollen tube towards the ovule in the ovary. That means the pollen tube will be moving towards the ovule in the ovary. So this is called as chemotropism. Next is the stigmotropism. Stigmotropism means it is a directional movement of a plant part in response to the touch stimuli of an object. Climber produce tendril which move towards a source of support in order to coil around it and help the plant to climb. For example, you can see the pea plant. Okay, what happens? The pea plant mainly turn out into another plant. So this is called as stigmotropism. Now we are going to discuss the non-directional or the nestic movement. So the movement that do not depend on direction or certain stimulus. For example, when we touch a touch-me-not plant, it becomes folded and drop. Mainly the dropping of the leaves occur due to the change of water balance in the cell. That means if we touch a touch-me-not plant, so what happens? The cell in the leaves lose water. It will lose water, so it becomes flaccid. So as it becomes flaccid, the leaves drop out. So we say that touch-me-not plant, when we touch a touch-me-not plant, it drop out. So this is because of the balancing of the cell. The sesame nesty and the other type of nestic movements are basically occurs due to the touch or vibration. So these two are the types of movement. One is the nestic movement and second is the tropic movement. Tropic movement is of 5 types of movement, and nestic movements, it is basically the touch movement. When we touch it, this is called as nestic movement because its direction doesn't changes. But in tropic movement, its direction changes due to certain stimulus. So here we come to our end.